everyone. Welcome to the Simuldub Saints, your guide to seasonal anime dubs. I'm your host, LaserKid, and with me, as always, is my trusty co-host.
Hello, I am Archangel, lover of cat girls.
And we are joined by a lot of guests today.
Am I supposed to say hi?
Yes.
This is my point. Is this okay? I'm sorry. Ready for my close-up. I am Wyldfyre1.
Leave this in, okay?
Yeah, I'm absolutely leaving that in.
I am Wyldfyre1. Hello.
And another guest.
Oh, this is me, right?
Yes, this is you. This is going to be a theme now, isn't it?
Oh no, I was like, wait, is it? I was sitting here like, is it me or
You're
Sketch?
welcome.
No, it's me. Hi, I'm not Sketch, I'm JMac.
And JMac has given away the game, but we also have...
JMac, it's Sketch, the host and producer of the Toonami Faithful podcast, and the only one who knows when to do his cue. Because I am a professional.
You know what? I've done
Nice
this.
flex, Sketch.
I have also done this for so many years for the Nerds New Sexy podcast, but I want to be on the other side of that. I want to be the guy that actually goes, is it my turn to talk now? I never get to do that.
Yeah, your podcast is turning 10 somehow.
Oh, yeah. Make me feel old, why don't you?
How do you think I feel? I was there, man.
Yeah. So, I think if we got any more weeby in here, we would literally have to move to Japan, so.
Indeed. Well, you've all
already
been
there.
listening to our theme song, Wherever I Go, from friend of the podcast, Ampren. Please check out their awesome music. Link in the description.
And in this episode, or rather at the end, we're going to shout out the YouTuber Charlatan Wonder. More about him at the end.
Yeah, we ran out of ideas for sponsors. Now we're just shouting out YouTube channels we like.
Yeah, well, I'll have a few
We'll
here
come
and
up
there,
with
but
something
yeah.
eventually, yeah.
But yeah.
Well, we have a pretty big topic, but we have two pieces of news, and then we'll get to it. So, in the news, welcome to Demon's Kun Iruma-kun Season 4 anime, which is going to premiere in April 2026. They've simuldubbed all the other seasons, so I imagine this one will be no different. I tried the first season, I didn't personally get into it, but I'm glad to see more of these things coming. It's always good to see more simuldubs for shows that have been simuldubbed. I still need more of certain other shows. Legend of Galactic Heroes. Orphan. What's that about? But always good to see things continue. And our big piece of news is HIDIVE has announced a release date and some information on their new simulcast dub, Rock of the Lady's Modesty. We have an English cast and a release date of Wednesday, September 17th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is described as at an elite all-girls academy where refined young ladies gather. Lilisa Suzunomiya, now the daughter of a real estate tycoon after her mother remarried, is forced to abandon her guitar and rock music to fit in. However, her passion is reignited by sounds from the old school building where she meets a skilled drummer who shares her love to rock. Together, they embrace their inner rock stars, elegantly dashing and shouting their way through the academy in this captivating tale of grace and rebellion. Some highlights of the English dub cast. There's a full list in the link in the description, but the legendary Lucy Christian, that's Halstia is there on Pick Up Girls in Dungeon, and I will personally note that is also Nami in One Piece as Lilisa. Natalie Riel, that's Karma Arima in Oshinoko as Otoha. Annie Wild, that's Beta in Eminence and Shadow as Tamaki. And Carly Hawk as Tina, that's Princess Pride Royal Ivy herself and the most heretical last boss queen. And I couldn't not list him because of the meme. Adam Gibbs is going to be in this as Ryuichi. Take a shot.
Yeah, so our cult obligations are satisfied for this week. Praise Adam. All right.
He follows us everywhere, and so whenever I see him, I just reference him now.
Yeah.
I don't even... That's not even a major character based on where he was listing.
Yeah, the Samuel
anime.
Jackson of anime dubs. If I didn't make that joke already.
I don't think you have, actually, but it seems appropriate given how often we run into them.
I'm giving you a golf clap. That was very good.
Thank you.
We try.
Senpai noticed me, you guys.
Oh, God. Well, now we're here to talk about today's topic, Dandadan Season 2. This is not the whole thing. This is the first 10 episodes of, just due to scheduling and whatnot, so we're missing the last couple episodes. But you know what? Hot damn, this has been a fire season. So
Future podcast, part 2.
We talk about 2 more episodes. So, yeah, in case you guys forgot about Dandadan, forget about Dandadan, but basically supernatural fun and craziness ensues. We have a returning major cast of Momo Ayase, voiced by Abby Trott. That's Nezuko and Demon Slayer, and Veronica Leones in The Seven Deadly Sins. We have Okarun, also known as Ken Takakura, voiced by AJ Beckles. That's Kunran in Tower of God, and Shiki Hadamaru in Kimono Jihen. Turbo Granny, voiced by the absolute giga legend that is Barbara Goodson. That's Rita Repulsa, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and Chiyo in Naruto Shippuden.
Great actress.
Oh, fantastic. I will never get over the fact that I'm listening to Rita Repulsa say the things that Turbo Granny says.
Oh yeah. I keep expecting like the character to come out of a ball and scream about Power Rangers.
I've got such a headache! Somebody bring me an aspirin!
Yeah, they have the same energy.
They
if you think
do.
about it.
They really, really do.
They don't want nothing to
you
do
know,
with teenagers.
They have nothing to do with teenagers. They're villainous into a giggly, cackly point of view, but they're not actually like pure evil or
No, they just want what they want.
and then, of course, we have Granny Seiko Ayase, voiced by the legendary Carrie Walgren. That's Hara Hara Harako in Fulikuli, and Anemone in Eureka 7, amongst many other insane amounts of roles. And then we have Ira Shiratori, voiced by Lisa Rimold. That's Princess Iris in Konosuba, and Anna Crown in Lance's. That's Lance's little sister in Mashal, Magic and Muscle. And our last major character reveal last season, our next major character and initial focus of this, basically the whole focus of this whole next section, is Gigi, voiced by the also legendary Alex Lay. That's Zenitsu Gatsuma in Demon Slayer, Song Jin-woo in Solo Leveling, Mash Burndead and Mashal, and that list goes on and on as well. As we left off, yeah, he needs help. Because his parents are not doing well and his house is haunted.
Yeah, that turned out interesting for sure.
Yes, specifically as we were investigating, it was Okarun and Momo Ayase going to help him visiting his place with him. And Momo decided to go check out some stuff, and then she went to the hot spring, where she has her own interesting encounter. And then, of course, Okarun goes with Gigi, and they make a hole in the wall. Oh, there's a whole thing over there. What?
Yeah, not to lie, I'm gonna say that point right there. I was like, this is right out of something like Poltergeist or the video game Demonologist. So I'm like,
yeah.
This is bad.
Well,
That's never a good thing.
Sometimes when you're redoing a house, you smash a hole in the wall and it leads to another dimension. You just, brace it up and you'll be fine.
Or a
Brace it up.
skeleton. Yeah, fuck that.
You just get a Catholic priest to form an exorcism, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Nope. In the words of the almighty Scary Movie 2, and J-Mac knows where I'm going, fuck that.
A reasonable reaction.
Oh.
Look,
But Okarun and Gigi do not say fuck that. They're trying to get ready to do with what they're doing, and then they're interrupted by the arrival of, the Kato family.
Oh god, them, yeah. Fucking.
I'm not going to spend a lot of time on who all these people are, because
Well,
almost none of them matter, but I do have voice actors for all of them.
The family reminds me very much so of it, and this you might get this okay. They remind me very much so of like the bad guys from the Goonies, the Vitelli family.
Totally get that.
Yeah,
I totally get
I
that
think I
vibe.
got the name right. Vitelli, I could be wrong. Either way,
I
yeah, it totally reminds me. Like I was getting those vibes when they first introduced them. Like, oh god, it's gonna be one of
yeah.
those.
Well, I mean,
I
it doesn't
only
hurt.
saw that once, and I was really drunk, so I don't remember.
We're gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, good movie.
No, I've seen it. It was fine.
Okay. Anyway, it helps that comparison that the leader of both families is a very cranky old lady. In this case, Naki Kido, voiced by Morgana Ignis. The only other credit I found for her was Duroc in the Seven Deadly Sins, Four Nights of the Apocalypse. But I gotta say, she nails this role. This character is incredibly hateable. And then I'm going to quickly go through all the other Kitos because literally all the other ones are just. And then there's also this guy and this guy and this girl.
The family is huge.
Yeah, the family is huge.
Yes.
The only person who really matters is the woman.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm just want to shout out voice actors primarily. Juichi Kito, voiced by the legendary Kirk Thornton. That's Father Fujimoto in Blue Exorcist. Modern voice of Shadow the Hedgehog and Klein in Sword Art Online. Jumanuel Kito, I assume that's how that's pronounced. Voiced by the legendary Sean Shiplock. That's
Look at that.
Yep. We're gonna cover that here in a sec. But that's Lewin Light in Blue Exorcist, Subaru Natsuki in ReZero, Majima in Licorice Recoil, and completely relevant to Wyldfyre and me. He was part of Wyldfyre's old Flash animation series, Game Ranger, as Ganondorf.
Yeah, yeah. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Like I heard him in that when he auditioned for that, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, this guy's gonna go far. And look where he's at, man. It's so good.
No, it's really cool to see the guy go. I also voiced in that thing, although my part didn't get out because reasons. But that is my levels of Kevin Bacon to Sean Chiplock is through you, Wyldfyre.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. I got to talk to him later on after his fame and stuff. He turned out to be a really cool guy.
Yep. And we will be hearing his name again because some of these Kito family member voice actors do reappear.
Oh shit! Okay.
So if I remember correctly, he's one of them. Julian Kito, voiced by Doug Erholtz. That's the modern English dub voice for Inspector Zenigata in Lupin the Third dubs, basically part 4 forward. And Jean-Pierre Polnareff in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I didn't realize that was the same guy until I looked up his credits. But when I saw the name, I immediately knew Zenigata. I did not realize Polnareff, but totally is. Juhiko Kito, voiced by the legendary Kaiji Tang. That's Satoru Gojo and Jujutsu Kaisen. Saname Shinosugawa, the asshole Hashira in Demon Slayer. Jinshi in Apothecary Diaries, and that list goes on and on. Jugum Kito, voiced by Xander Mobus. That's Baz B in Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. And Aoi Todo, Boogie Woogie himself in Jujutsu Kaisen. Juriko Kito, who is we just went through all the guys, so these last four are the rest of the ladies. So Juriko Kito, voiced by Anne Yatko, that's Miharu Kiryu in Witch Watch, and Nobara Kugisaku in Jujutsu Kaisen. Jutiem Kito, voiced by Kristen McGuire, that's Nalim Nava in Reincarnated as a Slime. And Akane Kodakawa in Oshinoko. Then there is Junko Kito, voiced by Barbara Goodson. We've already talked about her. And Juju Kito, voiced by Ryan Bartley. That's Claude Ashley in Secrets of the Silent Witch. And Rom in ReZero. Did we mention there's a shit ton of these guys?
No, you're not kidding. Like, there's a lot. Holy cow.
There are a lot of them, and I spent time getting them all just because I'm like, this would be fun to do as a lightning round to throw them out there. JMac is totally right. Outside of Naki, they're just a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
And speaking of, we mentioned that Momo ran into a problem at the hot springs. Well, that's all of the male versions of the Keto family that we just went through, which is about half of them, are basically there at the hot spring, and they try to do not great things to Momo.
You can feel how uncomfortable that episode was.
That whole sequence is incredibly
I really
uncomfortable.
am uncomfortable with the fact they refer to themselves as gators.
Ugh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that goes a long way to add to the creep factor.
God, they were fucking. Oh, they were horrid.
Well deserved to have a building fall on them.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, don't do that. Not cool. Just like guys generally.
Yeah, don't
Don't do that. Not cool. Obviously they get thankfully Momo kicks their asses. And then the building falls on them, and then the cops go in and be like, it's the goddamn Keto family again, and they get chased out.
You're like, no, it wasn't our fault this time. It was the girl with the psychic powers. Yeah.
Yeah,
the girl with the boobs.
Let's hear it at the station.
Sure. Yeah. I love how basically the cops are just like, yeah, no, we know what was. That just shows you this is not the first time they pulled shit.
Yeah.
They basically get out of there and reappear in the sequence with Gigi and Okarun as Gigi is being grilled by Naki Keto about his new friend, Okarun, who's like, that's not another medium, is it? We told you this place isn't haunted. That's bad for business to say that it is.
Yeah, I feel like it should be said and made clear that we find out that family is the owners of the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Further
own
adding
the
to
house.
adding to the landlords are evil.
Yeah.
But also, like, what landlord isn't?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
The
Well,
landlord
that's
is
been a
evil.
running joke between me and
I
Bob.
am
The ones, the ones who are in it to make a profit as opposed to just being a side business. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag not all, just most.
In this case, the house had a dark secret that we'll get to, but like, and also, I think that the rent should have went down because of that shit.
Well, see, we'll get into that here in a minute, but
Yeah.
they're letting Gigi stay for free because his parents have been put into the hospital.
I still say the rent should be lowered because of
They need to pay him.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe. Sure what you do with what they have planned for him, but you know. But then, that's more reason for them to pay him because they can just take the money back. But yeah, they're pulling this whole you've got a friend. You're not trying to pull a stunt on us. And one of the guys, I don't remember which one, and it really doesn't matter. Confronts Okarun with the what's Gigi's
Doesn't he
favorite
put a
baseball
gun
team?
to like Okarun's head or something like that? I forget.
I don't think he does. Oh, you're thinking of the cop. Yeah, no, we're jumping around a little too much. That's on me. Before
there was a threatening. There's a threatening tone when he asked him.
That's right. No, you're right. So, before the Ketos got in, they covered up the hole that they made with a poster of a baseball team. And yes, they do threaten him with a gun. A police officer shows up and right after Gigi's like, hey, you shouldn't point guns. That would look bad if a cop saw you. Cop comes in, completely ignores it. Apparently they've got a cop buddy helping them get off on their stuff. It's like, oh, great. So we have bad landlords and bad cops.
Get off might be the wrong choice of words.
just small town things.
Perhaps. At any rate, yes, you're right, actually. There totally was a gun. Wow, my brain's somewhere. That was used. And to prove that Okarun is truly Gigi's friend, he's asked about what is Gigi's favorite baseball team. Okarun actually figures it out because of the poster, and they're, you know that? Then you must be his friend. Things are looking great. They're looking up. And then Naki asks Gigi, so what was a girl doing?
I'm
And
gonna
Gigi's
be
like,
that guy,
"What-
Laser.
what
It was
girl?
a football team.
Ah, yes, football. You're right.
Because they were
I
they
need
were
to see the
playing some
proper-
football in the previous episode.
football. That's
I
true.
also feel like it should be mentioned that each member of that family is drawn fucking scarily horrible.
Yes.
Like they're
and they're gray skinned and
yeah, it's almost like they're zombies, and it's almost like the anime, the show itself is saying these are the bad guys.
Oh,
bad.
the art direction on the Ketos
Yeah.
is very clearly these people are screwed up.
So
Oh, yeah.
I would say if we're gonna do a scene by scene like this of every episode, we're gonna be here for like 8 hours. So let's just
We're
do
not
like
gonna
a
be doing a scene by
broad
scene of every episode.
generalization of events.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, no, that is the plan. I'm just setting us up.
Mhm.
We're not going to do that for every little thing. But yeah, basically, when Momo gets there, she opens the door. Hey guys, yeah, no, things go to hell. Ketos attack them, push them through the wall, the hole in the wall. There's a struggle, but everyone, including them, fall in.
Well, let's also mention that the hole in the wall is covered in seals.
Yeah, the whole
Like,
room,
everything inside
that
that
whole room is
room.
covered in seals, and there is a mysterious floor anus. A flanus, if you will.
Yeah, a flanus, if you
Yes,
will.
a floor flanus, yes. And they fall in, and they meet the great serpent god.
That thing's fucking horrifying, by the way.
Oh, it is absolutely terrifying. That the Ketos have been sacrificing people to, and they're doing that to keep the volcano from exploding and destroying the town. So they're sacrificing people. They're putting people in their houses here, which we see all the older houses down here. People they've sacrificed.
They're literally building on top of it. It's so fucking weird. It was so weird. It was so strange.
Incredibly weird. Very Dandadan.
Yeah.
And the Ketos are like, okay, we need to do our pose and dance so the great serpent lord knows not to eat us. And then they get eaten. And nothing of value was lost.
The house, I guess.
Well, yeah, that's fair. That has value.
Not the family, that's for fucking sure.
No, fuck those guys. At any rate, the great serpent god, aka a worm, big underground cryptid worm, but a worm nonetheless, it's emitting a light that causes some problems with our friends with supernatural powers. They're trying to hide from it in a house, but the light shines through and it messes with both Momo and with Okarun. Gigi pulls them out of the light, but Okarun tries to do something very unfortunate that I can't say on YouTube. And Gigi has to stop him.
Oh.
And Okarun's like, just let me die! It's like, oh god, this thing's got a nasty effect on people.
Yeah, you can tell it's like a kind of a
Gigi makes the connection.
He does. And he's able to help them snap out of it. But now they're stuck underground with that worm. And that's when an evil spirit runs by and kind of cancels it out, giving the chance to escape. This thing called the Evil Eye, and God, that face. Oh, God. Which is voiced by Ann Yatko, which we've mentioned already, as one of the Ketos. But in that form, it's voiced by Ann Yatko. Later on, we'll talk about who else voices the Evil Eye, more notably. But in this kind of ghostly form, that's who voices him. And they end up running from all of this stuff, but Gigi picks up on the Evil Eye and sees his history, where
that was really cool.
The Ketos were basically sacrificing him, and he just wanted to play with the other kids, but he wasn't allowed to. He was in chains, in a jail cell where he could barely see outside, and indeed he was sacrificed.
That's how you write a pissed off ghost story, guys. That story was really well done.
Oh, and Gigi's empathy goes.
I also love how they're doing this little dance and worshiping the worm, and it just eats them. Like, it just does not care.
Yes. No, it doesn't give a shit about their bullshit.
And everyone's like, "Don't do it! You're gonna get killed!" They're like, "We worship you," or like whatever they're saying, and then it eats them.
Again, nothing of value was lost. It's
In
beautiful.
fact, something of value was gained.
Yes, their lack of presence was a gain to the whole of humanity.
Yep.
The
But as
whole
mentioned,
of humanity.
GG's
Ha!
indeed.
The flaminess.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, this is what I get for having this group. But you know what? I can't think of a better group to talk about Dandadan.
Yeah.
Gigi's resonating with the evil eye and its history. He's seeing it. And he's like, this thing just wants someone to play with him. I'm coming, kid. I'll get to you. Because Gigi's a good stand-up guy. Unfortunately, this leads him to get possessed by the evil eye. And so, the most notable voice of the evil eye is Alex Lay, Gigi's voice. But in a different octave. We've got the goofy Zenitsu voice for Gigi, and we've got the Sung Jin-woo voice for the evil eye.
It's definitely more gravelly than that.
It's more gravelly than that, but I'm just kind of saying in terms of the tone, it's more
It's
down
not quite
there.
his Kaimon from Dororo. Doro Hidoro.
I need to watch that.
He does a good job voicing both characters, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. It's the same guy, but the voice is very different, and Evil Eye immediately sets to, I'm going to kill all of humanity.
Ooh.
Which leads to a fight between him and Okarun. And
you gotta
Momo.
appreciate the no bullshit factor. You know?
Yeah, very much so. Like,
yeah, that's fair. At least he's straight about it, unlike the Kitos who are all like, we're the saviors of humanity!
And also, let's like all the neglect that particular ghost it suffered throughout the years. All it wanted was a friend, damn it, and it never got a fucking friend. So fuck the rest of humanity. I'd be the same way. I'd be like, destroy everything.
Honestly,
well, they didn't even start off that way as a ghost, because as a ghost, it tried to be friends with other people, and it just kept forcing people to do bad things due to the way the ghost was formed.
Well, I mean, I feel like that every time I watch the news. So.
Oh, not wrong. Not wrong.
We're okay, guys. We swear. We're okay.
We're all mentally stable and we're all fine. The evil eye has not made us do bad things, we swear.
I've always wanted to do that to myself.
Yeah, my attitude is more that yelling bird punchline from Questionable Content one time was like, please join me in welcoming the incoming nuclear missiles. That's more where I'm at. But anyway, this is not a political podcast.
Yeah, we're not going to go into
another
that.
classic case of, be careful of the covenants you make with spirits. I mean, Granny warned him.
Yep,
like, you don't want to get with the evil eye. But nope, he reached out. He gave a friendly hand, and then the evil eye said, "You said it. You can't take it back now."
He said, "I'll play with you as long as you want."
We're friends now.
Yeah.
And okay. And then for me, I'll say up until this point, this whole season has been highlighted amazingly. I was very into the very end of the season at this point, even the few episodes after this. But go on, okay.
Yeah, I know. This has been quite a ride up to this point, and I agree. It's a very powerful story arc. Things come to a head where the fight between Okarun and Evil Eye. Okarun's having trouble keeping up with him, and especially while trying to protect Momo. He manages to help get Momo out, who then goes to get help. And he fights with Evil Eye. He kind of gets his butt kicked. Turbo Granny gets stuck in some weird goo. Okarun tries to rescue her. Gets himself stuck in the goo as well. Evil Eye manages to get out. But before we get to how he gets out, Momo goes for help by, she tries to grab her phone. Oops, phone fell out. No phone. And of course, there's no landline. The most realistic thing I've seen all day. Who has a landline in this day and age? So, She needs help. Everything's way far away. All she can think to do is light the house on fire and scream for help. And it works. Also, who cares? This house needs to burn.
I mean, honestly, like, I guess that fixes every problem, you know? If there's an issue, just set it on fire.
Cool. Fire, 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 fire.
Kill it with fire. As
that'll fix
Archangel likes to say, Flammenwerfer.
Yes. Or JMac, fetch the flamer. The heavy flamer.
Yes.
So this does get the attention of locals, and Momo remembers, because of the fact that this thing is not a snake, it's a worm. She remembers a conversation with between her and a younger Gigi about worms that get really wet will climb out of the ground and go to the top to dry off, but it'll end up killing them because the sun will bake them out. So she decides she wants to flood that hole down there to basically kill the worm. This it's a great idea, and she does have access to water because of the firefighters, but they immediately want to blame go at her for arson, which, fair enough. If you don't know what's going on, that is a fair thing to assume. And she's trying to tell them about the things going on, and they don't believe her because, again, realistically, who's going to believe you about the evil demon worm under the ground? But then they believe her when the earth starts quaking under them and everything goes crazy.
Wait a second. This is the same town that believes that they or at least in the past, believe that if they didn't sacrifice someone to a worm, like they're...
It is the same town but like modern day town doesn't know about it.
No, I get it, but I mean, I don't know. Legends like that don't die hard. I mean, I agree. Them to be like, I believe you, but like they're just
it's
like.
It's also notable the cop that tries to rescue is the same cop that was trying to cover for the Quito family. So
yeah,
we got a little side of the corrupt cop going on over here.
That's very true.
But once the quakes start happening, that doesn't hold, and she's able to put the water into that hole, which does indeed force the damn thing out. No one's questioning her after that.
Yeah, once you fucking see it.
Yeah, I mean, seeing is believing. And it does indeed die, although she has to throw the fire truck against the house to break the house to make sure the sun gets it. Sees that it's burning and tries to hide in the shade as the sun's going down. She's not having any of that. We're not in Demon Slayer here. We're not going to have the sun go down and have the demon survive. No, none of that shit. So she does manage to kill the thing. And I would say nothing of value was lost, but unfortunately, much value was lost because the Quito family come out unscathed. There is no justice in this world, I swear.
I think they came out even uglier.
They did. And of course, Naki is like, you killed the serpent god! You're going, the destruction is on you! And
oh no, the legend was true!
of course, Momo realizes the legend was referring to a water geyser, but you know.
Yeah.
But she uses that knowledge to take the corpse of the worm and use it as a friggin' hose, which she is being chased by the Quitos while she does it, but she does it anyway.
She is just desecrating their god and not giving a crap.
Oh, I love it and they hate it. It's beautiful. And as that's going on,
fuck you, fuck this town, and fuck your god.
You see giant worm? I see a fucking water hose. That's what I see.
You get your drink from the fire hose!
Okay, ready? Open wide!
Well, the Quito family are starting to overtake her, but that's when another character appears. We've seen him earlier when Momo was checking things out before she went to the hot spring, and that's Manjiro, a little priest guy who she talked to about things, and he's just like, I just want to do YouTube. But turns out he's actually pretty awesome. Manjiro is voiced by Kevin Andrew Rivera. That's Tatewaku Makabe in City the Animation, which, by the way, is amazing. You should be watching it. and Miguel Servetto in Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quox. Mr. Poison Cake himself.
Oh, yeah, him.
Yeah, him. Manjiro is actually kind of a kick-ass kung fu guy who's also the student of Granny ISA. But he didn't realize what was going on because Granny was like, yes, the kids are coming, go help them. Click. Thanks. Thanks a bunch there, Seiko. That's
You should
real
be proud of me
helpful.
for the fact that I figured it out despite that.
Oh God, I want to murder her for being just so unprofessional. It's like, for as much as you do the most piss poor job. It's like they're trying to be incompetent, woman.
It's a learning experience.
But he does manage
learn this. Shoots gun.
He does manage to help, and she's able to get hold of the worm and, basically turn the lava back into stone in certain spots and, spray it down, but it's getting overwhelming. She's losing his strength, and things don't look great until a friendly UFO appears. And immediately coming down is Seiko sitting on top of Taro, of all people, the anatomical model guy, also voiced by the legendary Kaiji Tang, who we mentioned previously. The ship, as we may remember, is owned by Peeny Weenie, voiced by Brent Mukai. That's Kaiju number 10 and Kaiju number 8, and Scratchman Apu in One Piece.
I just that name.
Yes, Peeny Weenie. I love the name.
Wow.
Funny as hell. It's a very Dandadan name.
Yeah, 100%.
I really wasn't expecting the whole squad to show up.
No, I wasn't either, but it's epic. I'm not gonna lie, it's very cool. And of course, driving the UFO is his kid, Chiquitita, voiced by the legendary Brittany Lotta. That's Acrobatic Silky's daughter last season. Yuzuriha Ogawa in Dr. Stone. And Ariel Baba in Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. Also, Mai Minakami in Nichijou, and that list goes on and on and on. And singing fun little songs while driving the UFO.
You and me are the bestest of friends. Don't fly away, far away, fly.
Using the UFO to grab the worm and spray down the volcano. This is the funniest end to this whole thing.
A fucking claw game.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was the child in me was like, that kid is having the best time.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can just hear the songs he's singing. It's like, yeah, nope, this kid's having a good time. Making up songs as he goes. But yeah, Peeny Weenie comes down to help. Momo remembers, oh, right, Okaroon. Shoot. She goes running. Peeny Weenie follows her. And they get to where the hole was, and it's covered in lava. Ow. Her reaction is ow.
Yeah,
I felt that in the pit of my stomach, man.
It was a sad moment because you genuinely thought you lost two characters that you kind of had interest in.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
I mean, I didn't think they were actually dead.
I didn't think they were actually dead, but I felt how Momo was feeling.
Right. I didn't think they'd kill off Okaroon, but they might have killed off Gigi. So,
yeah, I mean, that's
there
true.
was that tension.
Well, yeah.
And the beautiful part about it turns out, because they're in that room full of the
goop. Yep.
Yeah, I want to call it worm spooge, but yes.
Yeah, basically. Gigi actually got out earlier as Evil Lion. Mondro was fighting him, and it actually was Taro, the anatomical model, that actually managed to defeat him by getting all over him and locking him in place.
That was clever.
That was incredibly clever. Great use of Taro, who I never thought I'd see again. And I'm actually glad he's
He's
fun.
like, yeah, blow
and
me
the
to
noise.
pieces. See how well that works out for you.
Credit to Kaiji Tang, the way that Taro talks. So yeah, they managed to save Okarun. Specifically, Chiquitita uses the UFO to pull out the lava, douse it with water, and then Momo pries it open with her hands, despite how hot it still is.
It's not hot at all!
Also, that's got to stink. Like
Oh,
whatever, all that
God.
magma
That- that-
burning and cooking.
Oh God, there's gonna be some sulfur in there. It's gonna stink. It's hot. It's nasty.
Well,
And there's worm innards everywhere.
steamy.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
God.
actual magma is hot enough to burn you to death, if not vaporize you, just from being near it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's fresh.
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't fresh magma at this point, but yeah.
Well, either way, thankfully it's an animated
Still hot.
series,
So
and- and people can get away with stuff like this. Thank God, because
yeah, but she reunites with Okarun and Turbo Granny, gives Okarun a big hug,
You're alive. Thank God.
and the long recovery commences. This is probably where we're going to speed through a lot of stuff because there's just a lot of, okay, how do we deal with Gigi? Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work.
Yeah, see that.
Well,
and I
that
talked to
didn't
you about.
work.
I
You
talked to you
did.
about this. Okay, I'm only gonna. If there's anything I'm gonna say that's like negative about the series, it lost me at that point because it felt like everything they did, they were just starting back at the beginning. It was like watching an episode of Family Guy,
Yeah.
or a filler episode
they
of like
kept trying-
Dragon Ball Z back in the day.
They kept trying different things to help with Gigi. We learned that cold water turns him into Evil Eye, hot water turns him back into Gigi. Gigi does some training to try and control himself better, to pretty decent success, actually. Momo gets a
Better than I would.
job serving as a maid cafe, which is
She
one
thought
of
it
the
was a
funniest
restaurant.
episodes in the whole show. Yeah. That whole episode is real if you've ever worked any retail job, I swear.
That was a good. I would say that was a good episode.
It's got a good sweet moment where Okarun waits for her, and that's
Yeah.
Her
adorable.
friends are the best wingmen.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. And then, of course, there's the most badass moment when the Hayashi get called in.
Yeah.
Now, two of the three are voice actors we've already mentioned. Hideji is voiced by Xander Mobus, and Yoshishiki is voiced by the legendary Sean Shiplock. I said we say him again.
Yep.
But the lead singer, Toshiro, is voiced by none other than Mark Hudson of Dragon Force.
Tight. I knew that. I knew I recognized the
it was-
voice.
It was kind of great. It was kind of incredible.
It was.
So
Yeah.
I want to hear the story behind how that happened, but my speculation is somebody on the crew knew him or knew somebody who knew him. It's like, hey, we've got this character who's a rocker. Do you want to voice him for lols? Sure, sounds
I
fun.
think they actually listened to the
Yeah.
music and thought, hey, this kind of sounds like Dragon Force. Can we get the guy from Dragon
I
Force?
said the same thing.
Like when I heard it, I'm like, this sounds like Dragon
I
Force.
said the same thing.
Yeah. It's like, hey, don't you know? It's like, hey, I know somebody who knows him. It's got to be something like that.
Yeah, but Ark, you can verify. When I first watched him, like, sounds a lot like Dragon.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Yeah,
And I'm
and we
like-
were commenting on it. We didn't
I'm like,
know.
that can't be. That
And
can't
then I saw it on Twitter later. I'm like, no, this
Show
is
of
why
hands.
Bang Zoom.
Show of hands. Who
Amazing.
headbanged? I did.
Oh,
I
yes,
did.
absolutely.
How can you not?
Absolutely.
I love
So,
that
yeah,
I
the
was like,
Hayashi are
no,
a rock band.
not gonna. Okay, now I'm headbanging too.
Yes. So the whole point of these guys is they're a rock band, but their rock reaches to the soul. They're not mediums, which is good. That means the spirits can influence them, but they can help exorcise the evil eye out of Gigi, and it's working. And oh my god, that scene is amazing.
Yeah.
When they first started playing the music, I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be a typical like anime style song. It's gonna be like very melodical. No, instead we get "Door, eat my ass." It's fucking great. Like it was really cool.
I think so.
Yeah, it was really fucking awesome. I
love when the ghosts came out for it,
Yeah.
which was freaking great.
The
Like,
whole
holy
graveyard
shit.
came out. I was like, yeah, let's rock.
Yeah.
It made you feel like you're at a fucking concert. It was really awesome.
It was very cool, and I don't know what the story is for getting Mark Hudson, but I'm thankful he did it because it felt incredibly authentic.
I love the fact that
So that was news to
they're-
me. I didn't think he really did it.
Hayate's on
he
as a
did.
side gig.
Yeah, it's like they normally just do rock, but sometimes the side gig they'll do the rock extra.
The rock exit.
But Gigi screams he
Look-
doesn't want this. He
Look,
doesn't
guys,
want-
if I apologize. Okay, I have to say this.
no,
Look,
do
guys,
it.
if I ever get possessed, you guys find those fuckers and you get me unpossessed. Okay,
You betcha. We'll get the Hayashi. We'll find them.
that's the only way it's gonna work with me.
What I'll probably do is I'll just play Dragon Force for you.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, Gigi, it's working, but Gigi doesn't want it to because he doesn't want to kick out the evil eye because he still feels bad for the evil eye.
Well, he did make a promise too.
He
you know?
made a promise to, and to be fair, like the evil eye did suffer.
Yeah.
And so they stop because Gigi asks them to. Well, Seiko orders to stop because she sees Gigi's not okay with it. And now the question is, well, how do we deal with it? Well, Gigi's training, not the only one. Okaru's also training. Gigi's being trained to control it. Okaru's trying to get stronger. And Turbo Granny actually helps him with this because she sees him punching. She's like, what are you doing? I'm trying to learn how to punch. I need to get stronger. Which one? Both?
That was another episode where, like I said, it kind of felt like it nothing got done, but actually a lot got done in that episode.
A lot got done in that episode. And I love that Turbo Granny actually kind of cares her own way.
Yeah.
She kind of did her own way of like training them. Like she was like the trainer from Rocky in her own way. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, and
Fucked up sort of way, yeah.
A bit of a
you don't
Genkai.
put someone into a training. Yes, very Genkai. You don't throw someone into a training situation, even if it's dangerous, if you don't trying to help them get stronger, if you just hate them. Because yeah.
Unless you're Goku.
Well,
Come
yeah.
on.
I don't know about that.
Have fun fighting Cell.
Well, that wasn't training. That was, I think you are going to win.
Yeah, I know, but
I don't want
still.
it to be too easy for you, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna give him a sensu beam first.
Yeah, thanks, Goku. Well, that's Goku, and it's only fair. No, Goku, it's not.
Do you want me to die, Dad?
Have fun,
But
guys,
yeah.
son. I've done it twice.
I digress.
No, you're good.
It's
You're
not that
good.
bad.
I'm always happy to make Dragon Ball. You know that.
Yeah, God, like maybe Mom won't nag me anymore.
Oh,
I die.
There were some fun nods to other
You know, he didn't say it, but you know that went through his head.
other
yeah.
manga and anime in these episodes. One, when they realize that hot water, cold water thing, Gigi starts
Mhm.
singing the Ranma theme.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, is that what that was? I
Yeah,
didn't
papa,
realize.
yeah,
Oh, that's
papa.
amazing. Oh
Well,
yeah.
I mean, we all made the joke, so why wouldn't the show? This
Yeah.
is
Yes.
Dandadan.
And when
Uh-huh.
well, first of all, Okaroon goes to Peeny Weenie to try and learn how to punch, and Peeny Weenie's like, "Nah, I'm not going to teach
Yeah.
you that. Violence."
Yeah,
is
and
bad."
he's like, literally, but you can help me work.
But, yeah, you can help me work. I was like, "Well,
And
is this a
that was a
Master
Master-
Roshi thing?"
That's Master Roshi.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah,
sitting
no,
here like,
that's
oh, this is
totally
gonna be like a
Master Roshi
long
training.
training month. No, it's like a day. Like,
I like at
Yeah,
the end.
that's
I
what-
thought,
Although
did
I
you get
do
a
feel
job? Maybe.
I do feel like,
Did you just Mr. Miyagi this kid? Like, what's going
yeah,
on?
I do feel like
But
it's
then
implied that
He
it's gonna
turns to a
be longer.
manga to learn how to punch, and I believe it was
Oh.
Ashito no Joe.
Speaking of jobs, Momo's job.
Yeah,
Oh.
we
Mentioned
mentioned
it,
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where the fuck was I for that? The fuck?
I
I don't know.
You zoned out. You were
I'm not-
thinking about
I'm not,
other things.
I'm not your mom.
you are in another dimension with Dragon Ball Z. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Just too busy thinking about how.
But
she's
yeah,
young.
go ahead. You can talk
just
about it if you
fucking
want to
nuts.
about it.
But yeah, no, I feel like it's implied that multiple days passed with that because like you don't just
Yeah.
Oh yes.
yeah. Mhm.
No, I agree. He did. It's heavily implied. He went to Peeny Weenie for several
Yeah,
days.
because there were a lot of days in between that we just weren't shown. I feel like
I feel you're right. Again, that line about is the job? Oh, kind of. You don't say that for a one-off. That sounds to me like this has been going on, or it's going on, or But eventually, that's when Turbo Granny spots him doing his little punching, and she's like, "I got something for you." And of course, Ira follows him, and they go into the school, into the music room. And Granny, Turbo Granny makes a comment that Okarun isn't in control of his rhythm. He's
I like how she used the beats as a reference.
And this episode deserves like an award, like a real
absolutely.
Like, it deserves this episode in particular deserves like an Emmy or whatever it is.
I think it's for TV. It's Grammy, but yeah.
They deserve a handshake.
That's music.
You're right. Oh no, it is an Emmy. You're right.
Yeah, but of course,
it's very musical, and music and anime are my two things. So like, one of my too many things. But I love both.
Just the visuals. Oh my god, and the marriage of the two.
God, and that choice of music.
I thought I was watching Bye Bye Earth.
Yeah, kinda.
I don't know who the guy with the fucking trumpet was, but there was.
Oh, I lost track of which.
Yeah, there was Beethoven, Bach.
I saw Bach.
Tchaikovsky, I think. He was one of the.
I think you're right about that.
He was the one with the cello.
Mozart's got to be in
and
there.
Mozart.
The lead was Beethoven. Yes.
Yeah,
So
Beethoven, Mozart, Bach,
while we're being
Tchaikovsky.
taught about rhythm, Turbo Granny plays the piano, and
oops.
and then she stops, and then it goes da 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 da. She's like, "That wasn't me," and that's when the composer show up. Who's making that awful racket? And Turbo goes, "Well, it's these two." Oh, we're gonna kill you now.
I mean, I made the joke, but I actually have a theory. Well, one, it's not really their ghosts, but two, if it was their ghost,
it is not.
Theoretically, the ghost of Beethoven would have his hearing again, and if he heard something awful, he'd be like, "Gosh, I wish I was still deaf."
Right. That would have been a good joke, but they actually explained, if you recall, where these things came from. What they are is that it's the condensation of all the fear and anxiety that students have felt in music class over the long years, which is brilliant.
Which is a good explanation as to why they showed up here in particular and not.
What's so funny for me is, like, as a guy who's played in orchestras for a really long time, like, for me, it's just like
you felt that.
Well, no, I actually did it because I had really funny orchestra teachers. Like, my orchestra teacher in high school would often say, "Follow the bouncing brown guy because he's Hawaiian."
That's amazing.
Oh,
I don't get it.
He's Hawaiian. He's brown. He's like, and when he's like conducting, he kind of bounces. He's like, "Follow the bouncing brown guy."
Okay.
So lots. I don't. The surreal way that this little ghost attack occurs is just they're basically put into a little ghost dimension thing, and music is being used literally to attack them, and people are opening their mouths and spewing out like hordes of people. And the musical is just going crazy. It's
like a death metal fucking music video, almost.
It kind of is. It kind of it.
With classical music, it's brilliant.
Oh yes,
I really thought they were going to fight him with William Tell, but they didn't.
This episode is worth, even if you can't stand this show. This episode, if so, why are you listening to this? But also, even if you can't stand this show, this episode is worth watching just for the visual spectacle.
Oh yeah,
and then like when they finally get their rhythm and they're fighting to Ode to Joy against this fucking giant.
Oh yeah.
This is admittedly not the weirdest scene set to Ode to Joy I've seen in anime. Maybe the second weirdest.
Yeah.
Well, the Ode to Joy will always be Die Hard to me.
Yeah, that's what came in my head when it first came on. I'm like, they playing the Die Hard song.
Yeah.
So they get their rhythm. The comparison that was made was, how many, can you do in a period? How many beats can you get in a
how many moves can you get in a beat? Was basically
exactly
what they said.
Yep. And they refer to Ira as a 2 or 3. Okarun was a 1.
I think she was
and-
using a metronome as a
Yes.
yes.
And Evil Eye, I believe, was a 5 or something like that.
I forget exactly,
so,
but
like, he
yeah,
was-
Okarun was the
but-
slowest
Yeah,
of them all.
there was Okarun, dude, and then Evil Eye was like, dude.
He could do like 4 moves in the amount of time
Yes.
it took him to do one.
Yes, he was 4 times faster.
Yeah, 4. That's it. It was 4. And so this was meant to help, speed up. And in the middle of the training, Okarun's like, I don't know how to speed this up. And Termagran's like, well, while you're dealing with all this, why don't you think of a song while you're moving? I don't know any songs. Oh, wait. Yes, I do.
Yep. Flashback to the badass fucking death metal song.
Yep. So he uses that.
And also, yeah, it gives you an appreciation for just how emotionally troubled Okarun actually is if he genuinely doesn't listen to music at all.
Well,
There's
this
got to
poor
be something
kid.
wrong with you.
He's got no friends. He had no social life. He's
Right.
down in the dump. Like, yeah, I could see it.
What's referred to as a
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah. Well, no, he's not neat. 'cause
This
he's in
goes even
education.
beyond that. Right.
Yeah, probably a
Right,
little
This
beyond.
goes even beyond that. He does have neat energy, I
Mhm.
will say that.
Oh
Yeah.
god, yeah, and then it flashes back to the kissing scene from season 1.
You're jumping
Oh,
ahead a little
Right, but
bit.
this. Oh wait, maybe I am. Are we talking about the glasses dude though? Right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
but we're talking about him while he's fighting in the musical area.
Oh. Wait. Okay. Which
Yeah,
glasses?
yeah, we're
dude?
still on the meat. You're
We're
thinking
talking
about
about
the one on the
Okarun.
last episode.
I'm not thinking
I
about
think.
Okarun.
Yeah, no, we're not. We're,
The
yeah,
one
no,
with
we're
the
not
golden
talking.
balls.
Yeah, we're not talking about the last
Okay.
guy we're going to talk about yet. We're
Yeah, I
not
think
there
that's
yet.
where you're at.
Yeah, we gotta. We
Yeah,
gotta.
when you said neat,
defeat Evil
I
Eye
immediately
first.
thought of him because Okarun does not really give me neat energy. He gives me more awkward teenager who doesn't
Well,
quite know
yeah.
what he's feeling because he's a teenager.
More like an outcast rather than
Yeah.
a neat, maybe.
Yeah.
So
No,
that's
that-
why I
that-
was confused.
that's
I'm
why I
like,
don't-
neat. Like, oh, we're talking about the neat now. Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
fair.
Okay, so Okarun manages to use that song to help him power through, and he defeats the music guys who turn to being paintings. And they're like, "Oh, we got this down. Got to keep working at it." Okay, and that's where Turbo gives the explanation of what they are. And all right, it's time to go. Oops, I hit the key on the keyboard again, and it's implied they had to do that all over again,
Pretty funny.
which is pretty great. Meanwhile, Gigi's doing his training, and they managed to put cold water on him, and he's able to prevent himself from transforming.
He
It's pretty great.
struggles.
He struggles with
but
it. He
but
does. But he does it. And that's about the point where Okarun and Momo show up, and Okarun wants to fight Evil Eye, or not Okarun and Momo, sorry, Momo's already there. It's Okarun and Ira. And he's like, I want to fight the Evil Eye. I want to save you, Gigi. Which is great that he says that, because Gigi's been spending like the last several episodes thinking Okarun hated him.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a breakout of Evil Eye previously where Evil Eye nearly killed Momo. And there was a bit of a tension
God,
there
yeah.
after a while.
That's the whole reason Okarun felt like he was worthless.
Yep, and why he wanted to do the
Mhm.
training.
Yeah.
Although that
So-
scene, there was some genius in what Momo did.
Yep, holding in the hot
We have
water.
Oh, yeah.
spit out the hot water
Mhm.
into him. Yeah, that was great. So the setup for the fight is happening, and Okarun's able to kind of keep up with him and actually do pretty good. And he gets to the point, he's like, I'm not fighting anymore. You're too weak. What do you mean I'm too weak? Yeah, I'm gonna beat you for sure. You are? No, I want to keep fighting. Well, I don't believe in bullying weak, but tell you what, if you agree to only focus on me, you can fight once a week. I want to fight all the time. That's once a week or never. That's a little tantrum, kid tantrum. Fine. This says that I want to kill all of humanity. He takes off the underwear, hands it to him, and just like, I will take that back after I defeat you.
I'll hold on to this.
And then
cursed
immediately
object.
turns back.
Yes.
Very
Matt-
cursed.
I believe the sake of his nice balls, kid.
And then immediately turns back into like the original,
Gigi.
form. Yeah, Gigi.
Yep, back
And,
into
like,
Gigi.
So like their Gigi is balls in the wind in
Yeah.
front of everyone. So what? Imagine just look at it from his point of view. Like he's blacked out. Next thing you know, you're fucking naked. Like, ugh.
Yeah. We did actually hear from Turbo Granny, who was explaining it to everyone else. This was actually Okarune's plan the whole time. He remembered hearing from Gigi that Evil Eye's like a kid. And he's like, well, maybe he just doesn't see the difference between playing and killing people. So we just gotta play with him. And given that the temper tantrum that Evil Eye had and the agreement, I think Okarune was onto something.
Yeah, and their agreement was like fighting once every week, like a Tuesday or something.
Something like
Tuesday
that.
after
It was a
school.
specific day.
Yeah.
Yep. Some people look forward to Toonami every week. Evil Eye looks forward to his fight every week.
So like, yeah, just imagine that's fucking cool. Like that was a really cool way of going about that and fixing that problem in the way he did.
Yep, and the cursed object is given to Manjaro, who puts it into a suitcase, and he's out of there. But they have a problem. The whole house got destroyed in the middle of that fight. And this house has been in various states of disrepair throughout the entirety of dealing with the Evil Eye. But give it to Teeny Weenie to bring in help to repair the house with alien technology that basically lets them build Minecraft housing. And they rebuild the house.
And it's repairable. That's so cool.
Yes. Well, that means the next time something destroys the house, they just, repair it, and they don't have to worry about that.
They just smooth that shit over.
Dude,
man.
yeah, no,
That's all
that
they
shit's
gotta do.
like insane. I love how Okarune was like nerding out over that. He's like, holy shit!
I love
would
the
be
random
nerding out.
Oh yeah, I love the random alien who Peony Weenie keeps trying to translate for, but it's clear even he doesn't know what the alien is saying.
I think he's mad.
No, he's just happy. No, Peony, I'm pretty sure.
It
You
was
have no
really
idea
funny.
What he's saying, do you?
The
Body
next
language.
yeah, pretty much. The next day, Gigi and his parents, who picked him up before the house got repaired, came by, and they were getting ready to repair the house. Oh, it's done. Okay, cool. And now we go into our new friend, because that is the distinct ending of that storyline. Everybody goes back to school. This is where we have a bit of a flashback, actually, to a previous scene. J-Mac, you mentioned that, so go ahead.
Oh yeah, like the scene from season 1 where they're looking for each other, and they're still super awkward about each other. But now one of the funniest parts of the fucking scene is every time it cuts to like the neat dude who's like
Kinta Sakata, voiced
Kinta.
by the legendary Bryce
whatever music
Pappenbrook.
is going, just stop.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yes.
Like he was like no, like even the show hated him.
Oh, it's great because Bryce Pappenbrook, Aaron Yeager, Attack on Titan, Runa Kumar, Blue Exorcist, and of course Inosuke and Demon Slayer, does a great job of making this guy like the complete
Oh
moron.
god. Is that the secret? Talking
Hey,
spicy?
I mean, in the intro there, he's just vibing. He is living his best life, and then he just goes off into left field. So.
Yeah, no lie.
feel
Like
his
you start off with him like he's basically singing to himself, and he gets quieter around people, and you can kind of tell like, oh, okay, well, he's not confident.
Yeah.
Like you can tell there's
And
something wrong.
he's interested in the ladies.
Yeah, and he's like
popular with the
so
ladies.
confused as to how Okarune is suddenly so popular with the ladies.
Yeah.
You know what?
And so he's asked him a secret.
Sorry, what was that sketch?
I said, you know what? That's fair.
Yeah. But like he just keeps misinterpreting everything that happens.
Oh boy, doesn't he?
Oh,
Boy, howdy.
the secret is spicy
the
talk.
secret is
Because,
spicy talk. No.
Momo.
You know what?
Momo
We should
heard
pair him up with Ira because she can't understand anything.
10-gallon dick.
You're supposed to say
Oh, my
banana.
gosh.
Oh god.
I think he said
10-gallon wiener. That's what it was.
10-gallon wiener.
Yeah.
10-gallon wiener.
And he like does this like stupid little pose.
By the way, I had to rewind that. I had to go back on that to make sure that's what he fucking said. Because I thought that was my imagination at first. I thought that was like the voice in my head saying 10-gallon wiener because that's what my voices say. And I go back and I fucking fuck that. That was fucking great. That was this golf clap, man. That was some good shit.
Well, and see, he thinks it's spicy talk because Momo had heard about another ball.
Oh yeah, because that was when
haunting a apartment complex.
Gigi spent his day as fucking
as Evil Eye, where she could not get him to not be Evil Eye.
So funny because like you have
That
to
was
think
fun.
of it from everyone else's point of view because they can't see Evil Eye. They just see Gigi acting like a total freak,
Which is normal.
But a different kind of freak than normal.
Yeah. He's a little freakier than normal, but he's still Gigi. They still see him as Gigi being Gigi.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
Oh, jeez. I don't know about thank God, because now they think Gigi's talking about slaughtering everyone.
It's so funny. But yes.
It's pretty great. But she heard about that, so she busts into the classroom and tells Okarun, I think I found a thing about your nut. Secret talking girls is spicy talk, and that's where he gets that idea from.
I found your nut. It's like, okay.
You came in on the wrong conversation, buddy. That's what happened.
The problem is that he was already talking to Okarun when she showed up, so she came in on the wrong conversation.
Yeah.
Where he was confronting Okarun about being his enemy. I see you, my enemy!
Oh my gosh.
Okarun's like, what? What?
My
God.
eternal rival!
The one-sided rivalry going on here.
Okarun's are like,
What?
Who are you?
Who the hell are
Who is this
Honestly,
are
dude?
you?
I don't understand why have these guys. Well, I do understand because the other guy just is too like he doesn't know how
He's
to.
not
initiate
interested
a
in guys
conversation.
normally. I'm not normally interested in guys.
That
I
was
thought that
a
was gonna go
heck of a
somewhere.
line.
Yeah.
Don't start with that line, man. Don't start that. Yeah.
Clearly, they have similar interests, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Tell me you're a tryhard without telling me you're a tryhard.
Okay. We talked about this guy having a neat energy. I hate to say it, this guy has incel
a
energy.
little bit?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm hoping that over time he will be a character. Oh, I did not understand your game.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Well, he could grow and
Well,
change.
he does
Just-
kind
he's-
of. He is kind of helpful in the next episode.
Well,
Yes.
at the end of the episode, yeah.
I think when they go and track down the ball.
It's an invisibility field.
Also, I feel like it should be said that as we're doing this, that is the last episode we
Yes.
watched.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the people listening
Last
should know that.
episode of
Yes,
Bible
because who
Boy.
knows when you're actually listening to this.
Yeah.
The rest might be out by
I could also tell you guys this will probably not be out this week because I have one more to edit. But this will be out next week probably.
Just like
There you
stealth
go.
drop it next year, and people are like, "Why the fuck are they talking about season 2?"
We're doing it late just because. But yeah, as we record this, there should be about there's 10 episodes of season 2, which is the episode we're talking about. Where the ball. It's camouflaged. All right, let's go knock it out. And they managed to freak out the optical camouflage of being on both sides of it, and they're able to knock it down. And they managed to break that camouflage, and
It's like Timu Godzilla.
it is Team of Godzilla. Ark, I know you want to say it.
Attention. Godzilla. Godzilla, Godzilla, Godzilla.
Gojira!
Exactly. Do you remember
And
that's Dragon Ball Z Abridged where the kaiju thing and the cops just like, attention, Godzilla, 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 Godzilla. And everyone's just like, oh, Godzilla. And they go back to what they were doing.
He's kind of like boxy.
He's like inflatable.
Yeah.
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 He looks like he's like made out of
as he
accordions.
left off. Yes, because as we left off, he became inflated. He got all big.
Well,
He
like you
turned
see his leg get bigger, and I'm like, oh god, is this a make my monster grow moment?
Unfortunately, Turbo Granny does not say that.
Granny is
That
not-
would
No,
be-
it would have been a perfect opportunity, but I think it was a good like little wink to that.
I don't think she's even there, so that's
Nah,
probably
Mhm.
why.
Yeah. But it totally
But-
was. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be a make my monster grow
Mhm.
moment. Next thing you know,
I have a
And there-
question
there's-
about this
next time they gotta-
apartment complex. Does nobody live here? Because they like bursted through.
They want breaking walls.
I
Yeah,
think they're.
It looks like
I
no.
think okay. So I've kind of surmised that anytime there's a color filter over the screen, they're in kind of like the other dimension, whatever it is. Like they're in the ghost aura or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
that makes sense. And if that comes out later on, it's like
Because
that would make a lot of
otherwise,
sense because
Momo's house got destroyed early on because by that giant in
Yeah.
the gray area. But then when they got out of the gray, the house was perfectly normal.
Yeah, and to your point, when they first find the ball, they get a spread,
Yeah.
like a full out spread of
Well,
green.
and then
auras.
also
so you're probably
The
right.
school. Oh yeah, we've also seen another
Had the
Godzilla
yellow.
in the fucking school.
Yes.
well, they're
which
talking
had
about a ghost or a floating nut.
Yeah,
Remember?
But
Yes.
no, I'm talking. I'm going through all the.
No, he's talking about Ura.
Yeah, I'm going through all this. Yeah, I'm going
Oh.
through all the aura things that we've seen. Like the school got absolutely fucked and wrecked, but then when they left the color aura, it was normal.
yeah,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense if you think
It
about
does. It does. That is a good point. So yeah, next time they gotta fight a kaiju.
Mhm.
Goddamn Dandadan is still Dandadan, and I love it. The show's got balls; it'll do whatever it wants, and it has fun doing
They
it.
finally
and
found the
I've
other
enjoyed
ball.
the insanity. They did.
Yeah.
we,
Took
we-
two
so-
seasons.
Took 2 seasons, but Okarun is finally gonna get both of his balls back.
Oh,
I
dude, it's a
guess we now
season
know
for
where
a
his
nut.
Yeah, yeah.
One season per nut, guys. Yeah.
I guess we found out where dude's balls are at.
Yes, dude, where's my balls?
Dude, where's my balls? In Godzilla.
As I was watching this 10th episode, and they were showing everything from Kenta's perspective, and Momo and Okarun were on the benches, I was like, is there a third bench? Because I swear. And yep, there was a third bench.
Yeah,
Yep. This guy.
Puck bench.
Fucking creeper.
The creeper.
And what's
The
the
cook
deal
bench.
with the class rep being like, "Hey, you're
Oh,
disturbing
right.
the class. He doesn't want to go with
I think she-
you."
That
think
was
she's
fucking
crushing-
weird.
yeah. It's like
I think she's crushing on him.
Probably.
I think so too. Like I think all of a sudden everyone wants this poor kid, and he does no fucking
And
idea.
they have no idea. He's still missing one of his balls.
I think it might also just be part of them. Like they don't like Momo. I don't know.
yeah,
you're
they
probably
don't-
right about
they don't
that.
like Momo because she's a Gyaru and popular.
Hmm.
You're
Typical
interrupting
angry
our
dick attitude.
studying by breaking in. Sorry, I won't do that again. But that wasn't enough.
It's like-
No, we gotta go. Oh, you're bullying Okarun. No, she's
I'm
not
like,
yet.
I watched that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
of course he'd say
you
that.
just said it's a break time. Tough shit. Like, it's a break.
We're trying to study.
Yeah, all of a
you.
sudden
No,
just-
you're not.
Even if you
Yeah,
are,
maybe you are, but you
it's
can go to
free
the
time.
library.
Mhm.
Exactly. What I was saying is, if you really want to go somewhere to study and you don't want to be interrupted, go somewhere else.
There might be a cute romance going on in the library, but just ignore it.
Or like in my high
And
school,
that's just Shikamori.
you were very likely to find me and any number of friends in a chess match with like a bunch of spectators around us.
Nice.
Back in my day, we used the library for making babies.
What kind of school did you go
I
to?
thought that was the
A public
Brown
one,
Ball.
yeah. A public one.
Yeah. Back in my day, I'd go to the library and I'd read manga because that's where I went because no one else was reading manga and I didn't want to be made fun of.
Honestly, I say that, but I never went to the library unless like I absolutely had to.
Oh, I would sit outside, like right by the just on the side. That's what I would do.
I'd hang out at the library.
But yeah, so far this season, I don't like the opening and closing that as much as I liked the Creepy Nuts opening from the first season.
It's
I don't like the opening as much for the season, but the ending I actually like better than last season's ending, which is
Yeah.
not to say I didn't like last season's ending.
So as a whole, I want to say like the first season's been better for me. The second season, like I said, I had that little complaint where it just felt like it was just wash, rinse, repeat until they actually got some sort of like a fix for the evil eye. But it just felt like everything stood still at that point. Like there was just misadventures and filler episodes. And it was just maybe like 2 episodes, but it was enough to
feel
get
like
me
they
like
blew
going.
the load of the evil eye a little early.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Because, like,
So, but I mean,
in the
other than
first
that, it
season,
was
they
good.
waited
I like
until
how it ended.
episode 7 to beat the shit out of our emotions.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
True.
I recently
Which just
You
aired
thought-
on Toonami.
recently rewatched
You thought this was just fun?
recently rewatched season 1. Still cried like a bitch at episode 7.
That episode
Yeah,
is art.
Mm-hmm.
But what
Oh,
I
yeah.
like to say about these types of stories is that like they you go for the fun, you stay because you're emotionally disturbed towards the end, you know, and invested, I
Yeah,
guess.
well,
When we
'cause-
get
I'm
to
very
the
invested.
sad backstory.
Yeah,
Oh.
like with Dark Gathering, you know, if I had any idea what we were in for, I think both LK and I would have noped out of that, but we're
Like, I
invested.
feel
Absolutely.
like okay. I feel like if they had put the backstory of Evil Eye a little further into the show, like when he says, "No, don't exercise him," that would have been the moment to do it.
honestly, yeah, I think that like if
That
that was
would've
like a
been
really quick moment, there'd have been more emotion.
Yeah, I could see it. But that would leave the mystery of why did he agree to go find Evil Eye, and like it would make him a little weirder.
Yeah, but
But
For
honestly,
why
that
he
would have
wouldn't
made the
do
next the 2 episodes between that have a little more meaning. You know what I mean?
it's like, why? Yeah, it's like, why? And we're exercising you.
I
But
get
I
you.
mean, I still say it was done okay. I think that the finale for the Evil Eye, at least up until this point, was worth the wait. All in all, and in like, and I mean, the show. I'll say one thing about fucking Dandadan or Dur or whatever you want to call it. I love the show. I'm just talking shit. But I will say this: they're masters at writing when it comes to like ending one story and keeping you interested in what's going to happen next.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Like,
I
say what you
enjoyed
will.
this season more than you did, but I would agree. I think season 1 was a little bit better, but I think season 1 was a little bit better because it was introducing all new ideas all over the place at all
I would
times.
say so.
And now we're kind of expanding. It's not everything is new
Also,
anymore.
Season 1 is ADHD. Season 2 is ADHD with medicine.
Yes, kind of.
The
It's not the shock value of season 1 is definitely more off, but it's still really good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'm like I told you when I said I was kind of getting bored of those episodes. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm invested. I love the show.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I want to see Okarun and Momo.
For me, it's
you know,
like having seen episode 7 a number of times. I've seen it a lot because it's art, and it's just an incredible. Like
I
even
agree.
on its own, it's just incredible. It's not so much that it's lost its shock value. It's just that I don't know. The lead into the backstory wasn't as well timed, in my opinion, because the backstory would have it doesn't need shock value. It just
I wasn't talking about that. That's not what I meant by shock.
I mean,
I was referring to the Dandadan just bouncing off walls and saying things about balls and bananas and all that shit. That helped carry season 1 to be like electric, whereas this season is not quite as energized because that's
I
kind
don't know.
of
I feel like the shock value of
That's
that
what I
wore
meant.
off after episode 2. So I don't know.
It's both are interesting ways to go about it because I agree with both. Like I think that we were desensitized by season 2, but also think that the story could have been told in a different way that might have kept me more involved, more
I
interested.
could see. I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm just saying that that's.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to debate or argue against that.
No, not at all.
Okay. I was just saying that I think that's where, for me, season 2 is not quite hitting as it's not a novel thing anymore, and there's nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, for
'Cause
me,
it's
the
continuing.
funniness is hitting just as hard as season 1. It was the emotional
yeah.
impact that didn't hit nearly as hard for me as I feel like they intended it to. And so I was just like, okay, like,
I get you.
Yeah, you might.
I mean,
You
it
might
didn't.
not feel
didn't
as
hit
much
me
for
as
the
hard, but
evil
it did hit
eyes you
me.
did for the acrobat
Yeah.
Silky.
Oh yeah, well, it's
100%.
it's. I'm just being honest. It's not as tragic. It's tragic, but it's not as.
no, it's not.
It-
It's tragic.
yeah.
But what I think JMac is saying is the successful like act of anything working correctly is like timing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. No, and I agree with you.
The jokes are well timed.
And I think oh fuck.
Mhm.
Oh hell yeah.
I just feel like this one's
It's still a good.
I just feel like this one's tragedy could have been put in a different spot and still worked
Yeah.
because all they had to know really at the beginning was, yeah, I'll be your best friend, and it's for keepsies.
What
Yeah.
you could have done is shown a brief section of it where we got it, so you go, okay, he's seeing that this guy's
Yes,
suffering,
that-
but you don't do the detail.
Exactly
of it
that.
later. That's what you
that's
could have.
yeah, that's more what I would want. And then you just smack him with the steel chair of the backstory when he says, "No, don't exercise him."
Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah,
I think
that
the
would have been
tragedy
better.
would kind of shine through a little more. I mean, it did shine through when they told it, but by that episode when they're getting ready to exercise him, it's more or
Yeah,
less
and
just
the thing was
backfill.
also that segment of the episode was a much shorter segment than the Silky segment was, so they had time to
Yeah,
tell
no,
that
it-
tragedy, and I think that was to its detriment. But other than that, season's great. Show is still peak.
Yeah.
Science Saru,
Oh, absolutely.
be praised. Like God,
Oh yeah, no, the animation is as insanely amazing as one. They did
honestly, I feel
not
like
skimp
they
on that
stepped
budget.
up.
I actually agree.
The animation, the way they made the bad guys look scary,
Yeah.
the way they made the fucking
Oh,
dick
God.
worm. Because let's be
Oh,
honest,
just
that's what it
remembered
was.
we still have the loose thread of that one lady because she escaped.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
yeah.
So all the Kitos got a
Surprise! She's an alien.
Yeah, they all got arrested except for
Mhm.
her. She shed her face, and yeah, she's an alien. And
Which
she's,
makes sense
she's
why
going
they
to
all
get
look
the
fucking
revenge.
weird.
Yes, she's going for her revenge on Momo. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a dangling thread. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
Season 3, when she steals fucking Okarun's balls again.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we still have 2 more episodes.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's a lot they're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're
Look,
gonna have to hook us
May-
on something
hey, look,
next for next
maybe the
season.
emotional gut punch, the intended emotional gut punch, has yet to come, and we're just talking shit.
We could be could be.
Maybe we're blowing our load.
exactly.
Who knows?
Ah. Yeah, no, we're doing it this day because this was the only time I could get all 3 of you, and I wanted all 3 of you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, again, I don't know.
So
who
yes,
better
if
talk
in the
about
next 2
Dandadan
episodes
you.
the emotional gut punch happens, I'll eat my words happily.
Yeah,
He'll take a shot of hot sauce.
Yes, I will.
I'll do a quick segment if that
Mhm.
happens with you, J-Mac. We'll be like, yep.
Yep. I'll be just in tears, oh God.
I was so wrong.
Exactly that.
Oh gosh. Well, and here's the thing: even if it doesn't, this has been a fun run,
Yes.
Yeah.
and I definitely want more.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those anime that I haven't a lot of the anime nowadays just kind of seems like wash, rinse, and repeat, right? Like I'm not the only one.
Oh yeah, no, you're not the only one.
So
There are
having
so many
something-
isekais, so many. I got kicked out of my parties. So many.
so many
well,
how not to date a
things-
girl while jacking off in a dungeon or something. Yeah,
Right. Tropes go in and out of fashion so much as normal, whatever the medium and thing. There's periods of landscapes, there's periods of portraits, there's periods of throw shit at the wall and then sell it to rich idiots.
What's nice about this season, which we haven't gotten to talk a lot about due to me being behind on editing, although I've caught back up, we actually have some really good shows to see. We got Dandadan, which absolutely stands out. Kaiju number 8, which stands out. And the absolute black horse that came out of nowhere, Lord of Mysteries, which is just so insane.
When is Frieren season 2 coming out? Is it
next year?
God damn it! Why do we have to wait?
I know.
How
But
dare you
Frieren-
make us wait? To
It
the
is
picket
coming,
fences.
it
So,
is
we
coming,
also got
and,
the absolute fucking. I don't remember if this was last year or this year, but solo leveling.
that was last year and this year. This year was
Jesus
season
Christ, solo leveling.
2. And we talked about both seasons with Sketch, actually.
So, Sketch, I'm gonna level with you,
Haha.
but I can't. Actually, I would level with you, but I can't because it's solo leveling.
I don't feel like I'm on the level
You gotta level up.
with this conversation.
I gotta get on
So,
Sketch's level, honestly.
You're right.
Yeah, no, I would actually say that we're kind of in a golden age, and Arcus, you've said this before, for anime. We have all the tropey shit. That's all still around. There's so much more going on. We have an adaptation of Anne Shirley
We got
going on
ReZero
right
season
now.
3 this year too.
Yeah, and 4 next.
So that's the thing. And so even though, all this, we were, dissing on this stuff for being all the same, but most of it is adequate to good.
Yes.
Some of it's even great. And it's interesting to see how, 2 points. One is it's interesting to see how each one puts its own spin on it, and the ones that don't, we just kind of forget about. And the other thing is, we're kind of spoiled at the moment. We'd be thanking God for any of these things back in a drought.
Yeah, so like to kind of put it bluntly, when everything is great, the good seems bad.
Yes.
Mediocre.
Well, I mean,
Mediocre.
the fact that mid is an insult in the anime community should tell you everything.
Yeah.
Right.
'Cause that just means
so,
it's
yeah.
middling, which, yeah, okay.
Well, you made a
So
good
I
point.
guess we're in a situation where the average score is 70.
Yeah. Well, you guys made a good point. There's a lot. We are oversaturated with anime now compared to.
It is insane.
And I mean, thank God we live in this time because I'd much rather have less or less. You know what I mean? But
I mean,
yeah, that.
our Dragon and I watched 20 shows.
But with the oversaturation also comes, like you said, the mediocre or just the good, and then you get the heroes of the bunch that come out that stand out. It's like the ones we talk about here.
That's the goal. We like to highlight the things that we think are worth it. This season we haven't been able to do as much. Totally my fault. Maybe we'll do an episode where we're just kind of going, hey, here's some of the highlights we haven't gotten to yet. Like that. We've done that before. We could do it again.
It was OK's fault. Burn the witch.
It is my fault. I fell into a slump that I wasn't able to edit out of.
A lot of that wasn't your fault, but
some of it
just
wasn't.
exhausted after getting back.
We had a lot of shit to do.
After getting back from my folks' place, I was kind of dead for about a month. Yeah.
But I do want to talk about Lord of Mystery. I definitely want to talk about Lord of Mysteries because that's just remarkable.
That show is chef's kiss. All of you, if you haven't seen that, highly recommend. Definitely watch that one dubbed though. I've heard the sub does a bad job of explaining itself, and the dub does a good job.
The dub is confusing enough. Just don't even try to really comprehend what's going on at the beginning. Just absorb and enjoy.
The elevator pitch of Lord of Mysteries is you got this magical order that defends against basically Elder Taurs.
Yeah, it's Victorian SCP, but way weirder.
Yeah, that's fair. But it's incredible. The animation is top tier. The music is great. The story is fun. It takes like an episode to really by the end of the first episode, you'll have a pretty good idea what's going on. But in the middle of the first episode, you're going to be very confused.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about this show. I actually have a positive rant, a positive geopolitical rant for once to do with that show. So again, I'm going to save that for that episode. But yeah.
Yep. And by the time this comes out, we'll have already had our episode on Anne Shirley, which we recorded before this one. And that's another one where, holy shit, that is one of the best things I've seen. I mean, it's Green Gables in anime form again, because they've done the anime for it before, but this is so good. And the dub actually really helps. And if me, Mr. Action Pants, can watch and enjoy a slice of life anime, that should tell you something.
So
Anyway, we've gone off
Yeah.
topic a little bit. Oh, go ahead, Bob.
well, I was just gonna say, so like, what I like to do is I like to rate things. You know, that's my big thing. So like, if I was to rate the first season of that Dandadan, God, it feels weird saying the name, by the way. Dandadan. But if I have to rate the first season, it'd be a 9. So this one for me would, what 1 out of 10 would be like maybe a 7.
If I was going to rate season 1, I'd probably also give it a 9. I'd probably give this one an 8.
Okay.
I'd give it, season 1 probably a 9. This one probably 7.5 to 8, somewhere in that range. So still good, just not as good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's not as good as season 1.
Yeah.
I
have
agree
to
with you
say
guys.
that because there are people out there who will treat a 7 like you're saying the anime's trash, not worth watching, that you want to kidnap them and kick their puppies. You know, it's like, okay, guys, chill.
Oh my God, your opinion is different from mine.
It's because
dare
we live in an
you?
era conditioned by the IGN. 7 is bad, and 6 is unplayable.
Seven is good. Anything over 5 is good to me. So
5 is average.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just,
5 is average.
in our case, it's not that anyone's. It's not really the cycle of that whole thing that's produced that phenomenon with video games. We're not making any money off of this. In fact, we're spending tiny bits of money to do this. No, it's in our case, it's that the bad stuff, if there's even any really bad anime bother being made at the moment, it just doesn't get dubbed, so it doesn't come on our radar, with very few exceptions.
Yeah, there are a number of great sub shows.
We're working with an above average sample size is the thing.
I agree. And there's a number of great shows that don't even get a dub. So I totally get what you're saying. Like the stuff that they dub, it's not necessarily the best stuff, although a lot of it is. It's the stuff that they think people will want to see, which often, but not always, means it's going to be good. Well, Sketch Art, do you guys want to give a score rating for Dandadan season 1 and then season 2?
I do awards, but I am not a quantitative person. I'm a qualitative.
You could do the
person, so I'll
Josh Drive
pass.
Hayes scoring, where it's like golden balls out of 10. You know,
okay. Oh, I could give a Josh score. Yeah. A what the fuck out of 10.
Nice.
I get it. 1 out of 2 golden testicles.
I give it the certified Toonami game rating of 8.5 now.
I see what you did there.
I feel like
if there was ever a
I
Toonami
feel
show,
like
it's
the
this.
first season is overall stronger, though I don't like how it ends. It just
It just
kinda
stops. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it does maybe
Yeah.
lose some points there, but otherwise, I don't know. I felt like, well, I didn't feel like the evil eye took too long, and it didn't really bother me that they had these, kind of resets. Is like, oh, that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work. I was okay with that because I really enjoyed. First of all, it's really funny that Mom was like, "Can you guys stay with me until Gigi gets sorted?"
That was great.
Like, I like all that stuff. Like the time
The character moments
The
were
time
very
when,
good. I agree.
Gigi gets up to go to the bathroom and Okaroon follows him and makes sure that the water's hot enough, and like they're both like barely awake. It's like, hang on, you don't want to get hit by any do. Like, oh man,
That was a real moment
was-
too. That was actually
I
worth
really
it.
like that. And like, wow, they actually took the time to show Ira's morning routine. That was neat. And
That was neat.
Momo's the kind of sleeper that just gets sprawled out and isn't good at sharing sleeping space. That's all pretty amusing. So I like all that stuff a lot, and even though
Surprising.
like in comparison to the first season, which had much shorter stories, like the longest one being like 4 episodes, that being the Turbo Granny introduction and all of that. Whereas this one, like more than half the season has been the Evil Eye, and even the first
it's
episode of that happened in the previous batch. So yeah, it feels like that's a lot in comparison. So even though it was really good and I enjoyed all the character moments and they sprinkled little stories throughout, I mean, I generally liked the pacing of the first season more. And it had some absolute highlight moments, like the way the inside the school fight ends against the aliens, and of course the battle with Turbo Granny, and yeah, just tons of great stuff in that first season. So I would comfortably give that a 9. I don't like to give a 10 to pretty much anything. So I would comfortably give that a 9.
After my own heart.
I think the only 10 I've ever given out was for Natsume's Book of Friends.
Yeah, I don't even give my favorite anime a 10.
That's not even my favorite anime. I just think it's good.
Like my top 5 favorite anime, they're 9s.
To be that consistently good and touching across such a long run.
That's why. That's why I give it that. But if I'm being fair, like even my favorites like One Piece, Dragon Ball, Gurren, those are 8 or 9s.
Yeah, the overall production quality of One Piece in large patches kind of drags it into the 8 category, but I still give it a 9.
I give it a 9 overall just because of the emotional highs.
So I would say this second season of Dandadan, which did have plenty of great moments, like the Hayashi was super awesome.
The Hayashi
and
is
it
a
was
great moment.
gut-bustingly funny several times. Probably an 8. Yeah.
That's kind of where I you kind of where
I'm
I'm
hoping
with
that
it.
the last 2 episodes of the season maybe push it up a little bit more, because it wouldn't take much to get it to a 9. Because overall,
I'd agree with
No,
that.
it really wouldn't.
Yeah, and the only reason we're doing it with 2 left is again scheduling. So it's these are tentative scores from all of us, to be determined when it's done. Well, does anyone else have anything they want to say about Dandadan season 1 or 2?
I think we've said all we can.
I think so. Well,
It's
Ark,
good. Go watch it.
go watch it after we spoiled it for you. Well, although, typically our thing is if you watch, you kind of,
like it's on heads.
It's kind of late to say spoilers ahead, but
spoilers ahead.
Spoilers behind.
There's a thing I typically try and do, although I forgot to this time. I try and do here's a spoiler-free description. Okay, now spoil, but it's season 2. It's kind of like, you already know what you're getting into.
Just go watch the show. Just
go watch the show. It's totally worth it. I think we can all agree it's 100% worth your.
Yeah.
So I guess, Ark, it's time to talk about your shout out of a fellow YouTuber.
This episode, the Simuldub Saints are shouting out the YouTuber and streamer Charlatan Wonder, also known as Charl or simply the ImSim guy. So, as noted, Charl covers, at least I primarily got in for him covering the immersive sim genre. It's one of his major focuses, but he does other stuff as well. And in particular, I want to shout him out at the moment because as we're recording this, apparently he and I are both suffering through the later stages of Abiotic Factor solo, which is just brutal. And I'm playing on reduced difficulty. I don't think he is, and apparently he is suffering. But yeah, so he is, his videos are not only very well put together, they include typically a cooking segment.
Ooh, that's all.
You get a cat video at the end for Frisk, his cat, who's the channel mascot. He is probably the most sincere and hardworking YouTuber who's not a sellout who I've ever come across. Because he just puts in a lot of effort into this. And for example, because of the cooking thing, he likes to give out his Patreon rewards, things like, aprons and stuff. And he doesn't just he could just hand it off to a merch service, but he actually invested over time into getting like a sewing machine and things like this. And now he actually is able to produce stuff by hand for substantially less than a service would do. And it just, first of all, go watch his videos. And then if you support him, it really is one of the best values on YouTube. But the real reason I want to shout him out is the way he signs off every video, which I think this is a bit of a manifesto for all of us non-corpo creators on the current internet. And so I can't do any better than to read it off here. Remember that no matter what you do, be it drawing, dancing, talking shit about anime, whatever it is, what you do should never be called content. It is art. Content is a word that in recent years has been twisted into means to grind up all your skills, passions, and aspirations into a gray sludge that's meant for nothing more than to make a line go up for someone else's benefit. Your art in no way deserves that, because art is sacred. Art is inalienably a reflection of its creator by the very means of its creation, and in no way do you deserve to be reduced to content. So get out there and fight for yourself by fighting against the contentification of everything. Stay saucy, everyone.
Good words to live by.
Oh, yeah.
And I will absolutely say a lot of our present company are some of the best in this term artists I know. Wyldfyre works like crazy. Sketch works like crazy. You both create a lot of great content. So I'm really glad you guys could both be here.
Thank you.
I just said content. I said the C word.
The C word, you.
Yeah, right. Again,
I said the C word.
It's art.
We need to deprogram ourselves from the newspeak. Is the thing, but yeah, definitely, and that's one of the reasons why Charles came to mind when I heard all the bunch of us were getting together, is because of this. So
Fair enough. Well, that's a great shout out.
Yep.
Well, I guess now it's time to find out where we can find all these people and their crazy awesome art. Ark, I know that we're not going to be able to find you on the internet, but where can the people find you?
Schedule 1, as mentioned, Abiotic Factor. I've made it into residences, but life is suffering. And which, for science. What else? Yeah, I'm just living my best life, getting ready at work for our annual conference with our customers, like our own conference, which is all coming together at the last minute as usual, because we don't plan ahead more than a month, apparently. So
Planning? Who does that?
not my company, apparently, but I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it feels that way from my end. So anyway, that's my life.
All right. And Wild, where can we find you that's been going on for 10 years?
All over the internet. You can find us on just about every social media under NITNSC, Nerd is New Sexy Entertainment.
All right. And JMac, where can people find you?
Oh God, what a way to unmute. That's how I always start my streams. It's always with me coughing or something fucking. I swear to God, every time I unmute on my streams, which by the way is where you can find me, I end up coughing for no reason. I don't know.
Good segue.
Yeah, no, I stream myself. Lately, I stream on Twitch. Lately, I've been streaming games that are horrible to children.
Yes,
Seems
you
to be
have.
my shtick lately.
Well, we're going to break that
Just got
this
out of-
week.
Yeah,
Or
just got
random
out of the
streams
kindergarten
with-
streams. It streamed Backrooms with Wild.
Yep.
About to stream another Backrooms game on Monday. I stream at 10 p.m. Eastern. Oh yeah, that stream will be gone by the time this episode's posted. But I stream on Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/jmcafreak. So tune in.
Hoisted on its own petard.
I was gonna say your accent came out.
My
J-Mac.
accent.
Hoisted.
Hoisted.
Poised. Well, Sketch, where can we find you poisted at?
I hate you guys.
My podcasts are posted at soundcloud.com/Toonami Faithful Podcast and ToonamiFaithful.com.
God damn it.
You can find me on Twitter at Sketch1984, where I poist all the time.
Oh,
Also, Sketch1984 on Blue Sky. Yes, check out my podcast so that you can experience the art of the podcast, I guess.
the podcast.
Yes. Where
The
we're currently talking
podcast.
about season 1 of Dandadan because that's airing on Toonami right now.
Or how it's been said on my show, the Poodcast.
Podcast.
Poodcast.
The Toonami Podcast.
I posted a link to the
Poodcast.
podcast.
I'm gonna go
Hoist the
cast a
Poodcast.
food
Oh,
right
Jesus.
about now.
Well, as long as
Well,
it's
I-
not the Pooncast, because then we'll get demonetized.
Oh no, we just be on the wrong platform, buddy. That's all it was. That's
God.
all it would be.
As for me, you can find me on Twitter at LaserKid Prime. You can find me on Blue Sky at LaserKid, assuming I look at my Blue Sky, which 50-50 odds. And you can find me on the Toonami Faithful podcast, where I hang out with a Sketch and we talk about Toonami. And also frequent guest on this podcast, Kuro's there, and all sorts of awesome people. You should totally check us out. We talk about awesome shows on Toonami, which is having a renaissance right now. As for Simuldub Saints, you can find us on Twitter and Blue Sky at Simuldub Saints. And you can find us on our Facebook group, which posts whenever we update. You also can find the podcast itself here on YouTube, which is the primary source of the podcast. Put fun video things. But we also have an audio version of the podcast on Spotify Podcast, which, as of this recording, is finally caught up with the YouTube. So we're all synchronous again. Well,
Social media.
social media, it's a thing.
That's why I'm like, you can't find. You can find me here. I just say you'll find us on social media. Just pick your fucking social media and go to it.
Yeah.
Look that up. It's good to go.
Well, that about does it for this week's episode of Simuldub Saints. I want to thank our special guests for being here. The three of you are some of my favorite people to talk to, so I'm glad you guys could
I
make
think
it.
we all had a ball.
Oh god.
And two balls.
Yeah, we finally
And
found the
because
other
it is,
Mhm.
we did. And
It's in a
because it is
monster.
the near 10th anniversary of Nerds New Sexy, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Hey, Wyldfyre, stay nerdy.
Stay sexy.
Always.